Alright YouTube, what's going on? So let's go ahead and get this RTR .28 fired up here in the LST. It's only had 2 break-in tanks and 4 heat cycles. You know, people may be asking me why you messing around with the LST still and the RTRs and the pull starts. Well, I'll be honest, people. I love the LST. I've built 8 platforms. All of them were completely busted. This one, all it was a chassis. A chassis, and I think that was it. It had different shock towers and stuff. Had the blue shock towers. The guy had painted it. I should have changed this, the actual chassis deck bars right here. I should have changed them when I did everything, but I didn't. And you know, I went with what my hobby shop had. He has 4 huge totes. Not little totes like those. Those are all LST parts. But big totes, as big as this table, full of LST parts. All of which he gave me at 50% off. So I built the 8 LSTs. I sold 6 of them. And I've got these 2 left. The XXL original here and the LST2. So I took this engine that came in my RTR. And we'll use it here. So it is a pull start. You can only do pull starts and roto starts with the LST. Although in that thread in my last video, Neil at TNS was talking about figuring a way to customize the chassis to use a bump start on it. So maybe one day I'll try to do something like that. I'll try to rig something to where I can use a bump start on it. I just don't see how, just because the drivetrain runs in between the two. It's a 2-deck, a 2-tier chassis. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it one day, and I've got 2 spare chassis. Maybe I'll sacrifice one to see if we can do that. The LST was one of the baddest monster trucks. That and the XTM Mammoth. I know Muggy has that one. Speaking of, I know you hate me, Muggy, but if you ever need them, I've got your 23mm Pro Line Mammoth adapters here. Your wheel hubs, brand new in the package. Anyway, that's a whole different topic. Oh, shit. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. Show y'all how I start up my my LSTs, my pull starts. So let me put y'all up top. Alright guys, so I've already heated it up. Heat it up a little bit more real quick. Always pull your wheels off, guys, in case you have a runaway. These are 23mm hex. They're humongous. They're sitting on 20mm drive shafts, axle stubs. The shaft is 20mm. And these are 23mm adapters. The LST came with 20mm hexes, and you can get an adapter to go down or up. They're pretty hard to find now. You can still get the adapters to go down to a 17mm. That way you have a better choice of tires. I keep mine at the 23mm because I have the Weld Racing bead locks. Guys, that should be good. And remember guys, you give every Nitro engine the same chance as you would an expensive one. Go. Easy as that. run this whole tank through. Also guys, if you have these LSTs, take care of these tanks. You cannot find this online anywhere. You can find the aluminum from I forget where it was. Somebody out there sells an aluminum. I don't know if it's RV Mods or what. Bring our idle up a little bit, guys. She's running really rich. You don't want your idle too low. Always use a motor saver when you break in an engine. Fatten her up a little bit more. Guys, there you go. That's how I fire up my RTR pull start. Make sure you heat it up over 200 degrees. Prime it. And be careful, it's very easy to flood these things. Really fat. We may be able to run today. Look, there's Peanut. Peanut, come here. Peanut's a good dog. She's very lovable. She's what I call a fat wiener, a fat weenie. She's a fat weenie. Come here, girl. We love Chihuahuas around here, even the fat ones, right? The only one that's not afraid of my nitros is Bella, my lab. .228. Alright guys, so check out my last video. It's titled, "Can a Stock Nitro Be as Powerful as a Modded?" And according to Neil from TNS, who is no longer modding engines, you can. You just have to use a digital caliper and play with your shimming. You have to have the right distance between the deck height and the piston head. He says a lot of time those modders, modded engines, they may seem like they're more powerful, or they may have more top end or low end. They may feel different, they may feel better, but overall, the modification causes the Nitro to lose power. And that's straight from him. Check out that thread, go all the way to the bottom and read it. So I'm going to start playing with shims and see where I'm at. I may do a little more research, and according to his dyno, a properly shimmed Nitro engine, a proper deck height, is going to produce more power than a modded engine. And he said straight up, if you put two next to each other, a modded and a Nitro stock with a proper deck height, the stock Nitro is going to be more powerful. So I'm not going to reiterate on that too much, guys. I'm going to mess around with shimming a little bit. I'm still getting an RCR Rex Legend in a couple of weeks. That hasn't changed my mind at all, but I do want to mess with it. It's a very interesting subject. So check out that thread. I put the link at the bottom of the video. So I will not be getting the P5 modded. It's going to stay stock for racing. 218. Idle down a little bit. Using a break-in fuel that has added caster to it, and also has Marvel Mystery Oil in it. This is the last of it. If we can get a little bit of sunshine, we may end up doing a little running. I want to run the LRP. I also want to run the Drake with the 2090 OS setup, and I want to run this one with the 9901 41001. Shout out again, Family Affair. We'll talk about this after a while. By the way, on the Futaba 4PK, that deal fell through, so I apologize, man. That's not going to happen. But I almost had it for 60 bucks. But I sat on it too long. So my apologies, man. LST has about $130 in differentials. It's got aluminum diff cups, or aluminum diff housings, and it has the Maximizer aluminum diff cups. Those Maximizer diff cups were $50 a piece, so $100 just in that. You can't find those anymore either. but I've got a set of brand new ones in the package. I've also got a lot of LST stuff. I've also got titanium nitrate gears, your 2-speed hub, got some plastic gears. I've got a ton of LST stuff. Those totes are full of LST, roller coaster headers, parts, bearings, fast eddy bearings. This is a really big tank, so we probably won't run the whole tank through, or I won't do it on camera anyway. Always keep your temps above 200. On my next level, my Nova Rossi and things like that, my big blocks, I like to do closer to 250, 230, 240, 250. Let's fire it back up. A lot of times when you apply heat, the oil is gonna cause it to die. That's why you keep it at a little bit higher RPM. I think I brought it down a little too low. Let's fire her back up. These are the Weld Racing 40 series. I had to glue those as well. Let's check on that pipe real quick, guys. It's the one I put in the freezer. It's thawing out. Man, it really did a good job getting the dents and dings out of it. And there's still a few, but we're going to use it. She's all thawed out now. Wonder if I should do it one more time. The only one that concerns me is this one where the stinger is. Super rich, guys. Look at all that oil. Alright, guys. I'm going to leave it at that for now. Alright guys, that's going to be about it. I just wanted to show y'all how I fire up and start breaking in my RTR pull start engines. A lot of you newbies out there haven't made it up to sealed back plates and things like that, which I do suggest. But if this is all you have, guys, run it. Be proud of it. Make it the best it can be. So, till the next video, guys, we will remember, always treat people the way that you want to be treated. I still love you, Muggy. Don't forget that. You're on my mind all the time, bro. I don't know why. Whether you know it or not, I think we're brothers from other mothers, man. Get with me. I ain't gonna beg you though, bro. Treat people the way you want to be treated. We'll see you guys next time. Later.